Hello, everybody, and welcome. Do you hear what I hear? The sound of ocean waves behind me in beautiful San Carlos, Sonora, Mexico. It's going to be a great night here on Mulligan's Island, and we appreciate you joining us for another Tuesday night. Is that what it is? Thanks for joining us, and I think you guys know the routine. You have it memorized. Get up, go to your fridge, grab something fun to drink, and pour it for yourself, because it's going to make this show even more enjoyable. Speaking of making the show more enjoyable, we've got a guest artist joining us tonight, and it's one that you guys really enjoyed recently when he was on the show. Our buddy Sam Rainwater is back with us tonight. Can't wait to have him on guitar and on ukulele playing his MexiTropAholic music. It's going to be a great time. We got a couple of videos we're going to show you. My wife just walked in the door. I haven't seen her in 6 days, and she just walked in as we're doing this. So now it's an even better night. We got a studio audience with us here, and we have a beautiful patio provided by Seaside Realty. Thank you, Seaside, for doing that. We can't beat this stage at all and the backdrop. Thank you, God, capital G, for that. Got your drink in hand? Do us a favor. If you can share this show on your page, that's a big help to Elsa and me and the family. We'd love to get as many people watching as we can, take your requests, and just have a good time. Let's have a good time kicking things off with the theme song from Mulligan's Island, written and performed by Rudy B. Take it away, Rudy B.
Let's make our way down to Mexico, where we can meet the friends we know. White sand, warm sun, and H2O. It's time for us to get back to laid back. Try a different beer from our favorite six-pack. This crazy world says, come on, let's go. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island. Giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, it's a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. It's the right place and the right time to be south of the border again. This is the day we get to listen in. We don't sing no blues anymore. We kick off our shoes at our front door, full of wide-eyed wonder as the waves roll in. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island. Giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. I'll be smiling here on Mulligan's Island.
Hello, everybody. I am psyched to be with you on a Tuesday night. Thanks for letting me crash your happy hour tonight. Look where we are, Pelican Beach. It's a beautiful day. I planned on singing this song when I thought it was going to be colder than this, but the weather's perfect. I'm going to sing it anyway because you might be freezing your butt off wherever you are, wondering, where'd my summer go? Now it happens every year around this time. Labor Day comes and goes, and I find that my heart starts sinking like the September sun, and I tell myself, oh no, I swear the month of May was only yesterday. Next thing I know, it's where'd my summer go? Those days down on the shore, toes in the sand, sun on my skin, just kicking back on the coast. Now the kids are back in school again, and reality is sure closing in. The beaches are empty, the nights are getting short, and the nights will soon be cold. Hey, where'd my summer go? Now a lot of folks need a break from the heat. Call me crazy, bring on 101 degrees. I'd rather bake in the sun than put a sweater on. When it's cold, I just can't chill. But October's on the way, need one more lazy day. Somebody tell me where'd my summer go? Can't life move a little more slow? Can't warm June weather last forever? Can't autumn be postponed? I wish these really long days would last, but the sun's going down too fast. Somebody stop it before it disappears, leaving me all alone, wondering where'd my summer go? They're breaking out sweatshirts and putting on jeans, but I still got my swimming suit on. I actually do. It's right underneath my shorts. I'm taking one last dip, then guess I gotta let go. Oh no, where'd my summer go? Come on, say it isn't so. I miss those UV rays on hot July days. Don't tell me that's all she wrote. But according to the weatherman, won't be long till we lose these tans. So what do you say, guys? Just one more time, you meet me down on the shore before we say, where'd my summer go? Where'd my summer go? Where'd my summer go? Where'd my summer go? Don't want to say where'd my summer go. Thank you guys very much. We got our studio audience in here, a fun bunch that's with us tonight. And hey, last week on this patio, we were joined by a good friend of ours. We love having him down here to Mexico. And he's a wonderful entertainer, Mike Nash. What a show that was. If you missed it, it's on YouTube. But Mike joined me here. Then we did a house concert just down the road, hosted by Susan King here in San Carlos. Then we got in our tour buses, and we cruised on up the road to Keno Bay and did a show up there. And Mike hit the road right when the show ended. He had to go all the way up to Rocky Point. I had just a few minutes to kill, so I took a little cruise on down to the beach. Just got done doing my show in Keno Bay with Mike Nash, and I had to hit this beach for sunset before I hop back on the road. Keno Bay, what a beautiful spot. We had a great night tonight. It's always awesome seeing my Keno Bay friends, and I can't wait to get back up here again. Look who is on stage with me this week. We got Sammy Rainwater. Everybody give it up for Sam.
Hey everybody, how you doing out there? Glad to be here with you.
It's great to have you back, Sammy.
Great to be here.
Welcome back to Mulligan's Island.
Yeah, thank you.
Things going good for you?
Yeah, things are going great.
All right. Well, I say we put Sammy right to work. What do you got for us, Sammy?
Well, okay. I'm going to do a song off my second album. The title song is called Dressing for Life. Haven't done it. Let's see how it goes here. I'm not a business suit and tie guy. I'm more a swimming suit and tie guy. I feel more comfortable in tie-dye than in a Brooks Brothers suit. I like to go on long vacations down to exotic destinations. That backs my natural inclination. Just add a cocktail topped with fruit. I like it down by the sea. The tiki bars, the pretty ladies. The ice-cold beers, the shady trees. Now how much better could it be when I hear waves down at the ocean, smell salty air and suntan lotion. I get a powerful emotion I don't ever want to leave. I love it down by the sea. Yeah. The sandy beach, the place for me. With water, sand, and sky, you see. I wanna be in harmony. I wanna be in that location, not in some stuffy corporation. Salt air's a natural medication, and being near it's my pursuit. Someday I might just quit my job, go live the life my life has robbed. I live that life so wild and free, just gotta win the lottery. I'm not a business suit and tie guy, I'm more a bathing suit and towel guy. It's time to follow that pursuit and go put on my bathing suit. I like life's trivial pursuits. See you later, time to scoot.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Something,
Thank you.
something tells me Sam's songs tonight are going to go very well with that shirt he's wearing. I don't think you're going to hear a lot of tearjerkers tonight. Am I right, Sammy?
Yeah, not too many.
All right. Well, very cool. Sam, welcome. It's great to have you on the show. As you know, Sam, one of my favorite directions in life is south. And I think we need to take all of our gang down south with us right now, somewhere south of somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down at the bay, they're jumping today. There's a fisherman out on a boat. He throws out a net and he hauls up his catch and he heads back to the sandy shore, to a house by the dock with a door that don't lock, where there's music on the radio. It won't take too long, he'll be singing a song and cooking on an open stove. No, there ain't such thing as the blue sky blues. At least they never happened to me. It's never been a mystery what keeps me coming back. It's the beaches and boats, the pirates and poets that got me hanging round down here. Somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere. in colors so bright and dresses so tight. I see ladies walking down the street, lovers romancing, barefoot and dancing, grooving to a tropic beat. In the sea of confusion, I kick off my shoes and catch her looking back at me. She flashes a smile, we laugh over a while until she says, "You want to dance with me?" It's the tropical sun, it's a midnight run to an island or distant shore that keep me coming back for more time and time again. It's the tacos and rice, the salsa and spice, the smell of the sea in the air. Somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere. And the palm trees are swaying like dancers, moving to the sound of the wind. Now there ain't such thing as the blue sky blues, at least they never happened to me. It's never been a mystery what keeps me coming back. It's the beaches and boats, the pirates and poets that got Sam hanging around down here.
Got it.
But I think he could use a nice cold beer. Somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere, somewhere south of somewhere. And that, my friends, is a good spot to be. Just start heading south and keep on going till you're heading north again. All right, well, so Elsa just got back. I told you she just walked in the door. What has she been up to? Let's take a look and see what adventure she's been on here. There she is. Wow, way up high in the sky. Bucket list item of hers in a hot air balloon somewhere near Mexico City. And there she is again. I'd say Elsa had a good time while I was home watching the kids for the last 5 days, but that's another story. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called leverage, and I plan to use every bit of it, if you know what I mean. Sam, you know what I mean on that, don't you?
Yeah.
You've been there. Yeah, this is
Been
called
there.
mixed emotions.
Yes, right.
now. Yeah, okay. So anyway, while
Just
she
smile and say, "Yes, dear."
there we go. There we go. Well, while I was taking care of the kids, we had a good time. We were up the road in Hermosillo, about an hour from here. Let's see what Jose and Marisol, what kind of gray hairs they were giving me while Elsa was gone.
Hi, my mom is out in a place we don't know, and my dad is taking care of us and we're bowling. And well, my mom doesn't let me get ice cream, doesn't let us. And the winner of the bowling gets 2 cups of ice cream.
2 scoops of ice cream for the winner? Who's going to win this game? Looks to me like Jose wants some ice cream. Let's see what he can do. Go for it, buddy. Here he comes. Excellent job by Jose. Shot number 2 for Jose Mulligan. He got it. Marisol, Jose thinks he's going to win the ice cream. What do you have to say about that?
I think he's not sure about that.
All right, well, let's see what happens here. Go for it. She means business. Here goes Marisol. And pretty good. Excellent, Marisol. Here she goes. Second shot. And good one by Marisol. Hey, Jose may have won this game, but the judges made a decision. They are both going to get a double scoop of ice cream. Ice cream does it every time. Sorry about that, Elsa. You got to learn these tricks. Your kids would love you a lot more. All right, Sammy. What do you got for us?
Well, it's a song about this mountain that I'm not sure you can see it in the view we're in right now, but it's right around the corner. And it's called Tetakawi, and it's like a landmark. So anytime you see it, you'll know where you are. Tetakawi in the moonlight, guacamole in a bowl, margaritas made with moonshine, a slice of lime in a nice cold soul, dodging horses, cows, and chickens as we're heading on our mission to be having a real good time on a starry San Carlos night, fiesta time. Tetakawi, 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 Tetakawi in the daylight, headed out to sea, catching fishes for our dinner, and get the captains to fillet them for you and me, and chilling on a noodle in Martini Cove, sipping sangria wine on a sunny San Carlos day, so sublime. I avoid karaoke at the local bars, it's really no longer my thing. That's until I've had a little bit too much to drink, and all I want to do is sing, 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 sing. Tetakawi, Tetakawi, Tetakawi. So at this point in the song, I think it'd be nice to do a little sing-along to a song that everybody knows. So when you hear it, go ahead and sing along. We were sailing along on Moonlight Bay. I could hear the voices singing. They seemed to say, you have stolen my heart, so don't go away. As we sailed through the moonlight on Moonlight Bay, near Tetakawi, near Tetakawi, Tetakawi, Tetakawi. Late in the day, you can find me at the sea while I'll be playing my ukulele. Why don't you all come over? As the sun goes down, we all can sing, 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 sing. Full moon party at the beach, then the band takes the stage, dancing music till the moonshine is gone. Skinny dipping in the ocean is quite the rage. Sooner or later, gotta head back home, get some sleep before the sun goes down, so we can get up and do it again. San Carlos bound, San Carlos bound, I'm San Carlos bound. My paradise found. Tetakawi, 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 Tetakawi.
Yeah. There we go. And I'm looking at the Tetakawi as he's singing that. Kind of cool. Thank you, Sammy. All right. Well, I hope all of you guys out there are living the video to this next song. Sammy, this is going to be in the sheet. Because I don't know about you, but me and Sammy be smiling today. The economy has got you down. Is it me? Or is that a frown? That upside down smile never looked good on you. Down in the tropics, out on the island, a crazy man says, I be smiling. These days, what else you gonna do? But listen to the crazy man singing this song for you. Here we go. I got the sea and the shore outside my door. Slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island. The sun is shining and I be smiling today. Bad news is getting old. The weather's hot, but the world is cold. Ain't it time that we all had a little fun? is in the crapper. Technopop and gangster rappers, those nasty old thugs ain't never gonna bring me down. Here we go. With the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining and I be smiling. Come on, studio audience. The sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining and I be smiling today. This little ditty don't make sense. I don't care. Just wanna dance. So take my hand, let's groove till the sun goes down. It's a crazy old world, but I think I'll stick around. With the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining and I be smiling today. We got the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining and I be smiling. The sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining and I be smiling today. We got the sea and the shore outside my door, slap me if I ever complain. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining and I be smiling today. Good morning from the island, the sun is shining and I be smiling today. On Mulligan's Island, the sun is shining and I be smiling today. Like Rudy's theme song says, we all be smiling on Mulligan's Island. All right, guys, well, I went up to Rocky Point just recently and did a show. And in fact, I mentioned that Mike Nash, after our Keno Bay show, did a show up there in Rocky Point. In fact, they are watching us at the bar at Margarita Mermaids tonight, the best bar in Rocky Point. I love that place, and you're going to find out one of the reasons why right now. I am here at Margarita Mermaids with Chris Nichols, one of the owners of this place. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
It is great to be here. I'm having a wonderful time singing. Thanks for bringing me back, as always.
Love to have you, Mark. You know that.
Now, this place is famous for what?
Our margaritas are the best you've ever had.
Tell us about them.
Well, I'll tell you what. We have 20 different kinds of margaritas. Yes, I said 20.
Wow.
And until you taste every single one, you honestly cannot say that you've had the best margarita, because there's one on there that's my favorite. Yes, my name is Chrissy, and the name is a Chrissy Rita.
Chrissy Rita,
You gotta try it.
Tell us about the Chrissy Rita.
Well, this is a real margarita. No fillers in this drink. We have, the most important thing is this is truly, it's not a Chrissy Rita, it's really an Italian margarita, but we make it right. We use tequila Penasco, Añejo tequila.
Okay.
And then we use Amaretto de Serrano,
Okay.
Naranja, Controy, and fresh lime juice.
Okay.
And Renee here, our bartender, and our beautiful Letty.
Hi, Renee. Hi, Letty.
They'll
These
make
are great
one-
bartenders.
They are great, and they'll make one for you when you guys come to Margarita Mermaids.
There we
Wait
go.
till you taste this. It is the best margarita ever.
Renee, don't you go talking me out of my Captain Morgan and Coke. I don't need any more vices in my life, Renee.
And then it gives it a good shake. Look at that.
This man has blended a few margaritas in his life, I think.
Oh, I'd say quite a few, especially here.
All right. Guys, is that looking good?
Wait till you taste it.
All right, this is at Margarita Mermaids, everybody. This is the Chrissy Rita. I like that name better than Italian margarita. No offense to my Italian friends.
Okay, now here's the secret ingredient.
Secret ingredient, everybody.
Look at how beautiful it's going to go in. Oh, does
Ooh.
it taste yummy?
There we go. Well done, Renee.
So I think I better taste this for you, Mark.
Here's the test, everybody.
Okay, here we go. Okay, you ready? I am.
Something tells me she's going to like it.
Now that's a margarita.
You got it. Chrissy Rita, everybody, at Margarita Mermaids. Thanks, Renee. Great job. Thanks, Letty. Watching that video makes me in the mood to sing this next song. You guys got to come with us up to Rocky Point. By the way, hello to everybody at Margarita Mermaids. I can't wait to get back there. New Year's Eve, I'm going to be doing 3 shows New Year's Eve at Margarita Mermaids. And I'll get all that info out to you guys real soon, or you can hop on their Facebook page. Let's get you in the mood. You ready, Sammy, to do some Drinking Mexico Dry?
Let's drink Mexico Dry.
That doesn't sound like something Sam Rainwater would do.
Not at all.
I believe Sam Rainwater is currently in the doghouse for something related to this song. I'm just kidding. Spring breakers with salt shakers, chasing every shot with a line. Old geezers and gold diggers, it's amazing what money can buy. They're all drinking Mexico Dry, dancing on the tables and falling on the floors. All drinking Mexico Dry, and I wish that they would just go home. He dumped his wife in Casa Grande, ain't seen his kids in a year. He's 45, she's 19. Hey baby, can I buy you a beer? Hi Elsa. Oh, drinking Mexico Dry, expatriated from the red, white, and blue. Now he's drinking Mexico Dry, and I wish that he would just go home. They'll always tell you, don't drink that water. This ain't what they mean. They call the culture intoxicating. I look around and all that I see are underage, white trash, playing king for a day, screaming, hey waiter, speak English. Can't you see I'm from the USA? They're all drinking Mexico Dry. Help us out. 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila. They're all drinking Mexico Dry, and I wish that they would just go home. He wants to live
La vida loca.
He wants to really get wild. Another shot in. Vacation's over. Now he's here for a while. 'Cause he got hammered. He got nailed. They threw his butt in the can. And now it's, please God, get me out. And I'll never drink with Sammy again.
Come on.
No more drinking Mexico Dry. He's finally learning how to say no more.
No mas.
Drinking Mexico Dry, and he wishes he could just go home. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the first recorded time in history that Sam Rainwater has ever said no mas. And I wish that he would just go home. Keep this film, it'll be worth something. Yeah, I wish that they would just go home. Skanky folks with rum and cokes. I wish that they would just go home. Now, the key part in that song is when he sang La Vida Loca. Did you love Sam's accent when he sang La Vida Loca? See, he is living La Vida Loca. I'm kidding. So, Sammy, give us another tune here. I like this little guitar you've got here.
Yeah, it shrunk. It got wet.
Either
so
that or you got really huge during the break.
Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, well, maybe both happen. You just never know around here, do you? It's really something. Well, this next song's about nothing. So, nothing is like you say, well, today I'm going to do nothing, which means you're going to do whatever in the heck you want to do and not what somebody else is telling you to do. So, in that vein...
this is part of what got him in the doghouse.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
So,
just
really,
following their relationship throughout their songs.
It's really nothing of a song, but... Today I'm doing nothing. I got nothing scheduled today. Next week I may do something, but today nothing's good. What more can I say? I'll spend the day doing nothing, 'cause nothing I know is okay. And when I'm doing nothing, it usually takes the whole day. Let's all do nothing when nothing seems right. Everything's wrong. Try thinking of nothing and just sing along. Today I did nothing right. There was nothing I did that was wrong. The only misstep that I made all day was not doing nothing but writing this song. Sometimes the best course of action is to do nothing at all. 'Cause when you're doing nothing, you're usually having a ball.
Are you guys ready, everybody?
Let's all do nothing when nothing seems right. Everything's wrong. Try thinking of nothing and just sing along. You know, sad part. Nothing makes me feel peaceful. It makes me serene. You know, nothing's as close to heaven as I'll ever get. So some might say that nothing is sacred to me. Right now, there's nothing on my mind. I can't think of anything else. It's not like I've lost it or I'm going insane. It's just right now, nothing's on my brain. There's nothing I like more than nothing, but we all know nothing ain't free. That's why when I'm doing something, I usually charge a large fee. Let's all do nothing when nothing seems right. Everything's wrong. Try thinking of nothing and just sing along. One more time, everybody. Let's all do nothing when nothing seems right. Everything's wrong. Try thinking of nothing and just sing along.
Hey, Sammy Rainwater, everybody.
Yeah. You know, I was just going to say, well, thank you, everybody, for the applause on that, but it really was nothing.
Every now and then on a day like today, I just pull off the road, take a look at that view, and am reminded how beautiful of a place San Carlos is. Well, in case you haven't noticed it from these videos and even behind us, it's been just beautiful down here in San Carlos. Am I right? We've got folks in our studio audience who just got down from Canada. I'm assuming it's just this warm and sunny up there in Canada right now, right? Canadian friends watching, you got to hang in there. We're going to send you a little blue sky and some warmth with this next song. Up there, they're up to 38. Down here, we're down to 75. While the weatherman in Cleveland says that rain ain't gonna end, and they're freezing up in Denver in the ice and snow and wind. I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be. Like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. The sound of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. Looking back, I guess I can't complain. The folks were nice and the job, it paid real well. But the truth is I don't get how people keep from going insane. Cooped up in their houses, seeking shelter from the rain. While I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be. Like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. One glimpse of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. Bundled up ain't how I'm meant to be. Tank tops and flip-flops, that's more like me. I'm back under blue sky, back in the sunshine, back where I ought to be. Like a fish out of water, suddenly tossed back into the sea. One glimpse of the ocean, waves in slow motion, no need to ask me why. I'm back under blue sky. Yeah, I'm back under blue sky. Where are we, guys? We're all back under blue sky. And that is a good spot to be. Sharon and David, is it nice to be back under blue skies, or is that just a stupid question? Sharon and David are in the studio audience tonight, and for years they rented my house here in San Carlos. Yes, folks, we've slept in the same bed. Things are getting crazy tonight. Not sure my marriage is going to last tonight. with jokes like that, they don't seem to go over real big with my wife, who's sitting right over here. This transmission may be cut very shortly.
Thank God for 4 dimensions.
All right, Sam, rescue me here. Sing a love song or something.
Go to Mexico.
Oh, that's always a safe. Let's get out of here. Oh, wait, we're there.
Life sometime like a runaway train, headed nowhere fast. Time flies by in the blink of an eye, so much in the past. When I can't take it anymore, I need to slow down. I go down to slow down, down in Mexico. I go down to slow down, down to Mexico. Head on down to a slower pace, a place that's more Largo. When I can't take it anymore, I need to go slow. I go down to slow down, down to Mexico. This guy I knew worked way too hard not so long ago. Had to be the very best at everything, you know. Then one day that all changed His heart almost let go, so now he goes down to slow down, down to Mexico. He goes down to slow down, down to Mexico. Heads on down to a slower pace, the place is more Largo. When he can't take it anymore, he needs to lay low. He goes down to slow down, down to Mexico. Listen to this one now. Your days are all numbered, that number you don't know. It could be in 100 years or the very next breath you blow. So change your priorities, enjoy life as you go, and spend some time like I do down in Mexico. Down here on the water, the sun shines every day. Frigates soaring high above, dolphins on the bay. Laid back is the way down here, you need to take it slow. So go down to slow down, down to Mexico. Here we go. Let's all go down to slow down, down to Mexico. Head on down to a slower pace, place is more Largo. When things are going way too fast, you need to go slow. Just go down to slow down, down to Mexico. But you know, then on the other hand, once in a while, let's all go down to party down, down in Mexico. Head on down to that party place, place where you can let go. If things are moving way too slow, you need to party now. Just go down to slow down to Mexico. Slow down, go down, fast movers. Let's go down to slow down, or go down to party down. Just skip town and go down, down to Mexico.
That sounds like a game plan to me. I think some of our viewers want to do that very thing.
Let's do that. Come on down, everybody. We got lots of room down here.
Slow down, party down, whatever it is you want to do. Let's go back up to Hermosillo because while Elsa was off flying around in balloons and stuff, I was hanging out with these two kids known as Jose and Marisol, and we were having a good time. Let's go to Hermosillo.
Hey, you guys, what are you wearing around your necks?
I got a medal from first place.
First place in the basketball tournament in Hermosillo. Congratulations, Jose. You were awesome, man. Marisol, what about you?
I get a medal from second place.
Second place with your team, huh? And I saw you make 2 baskets today. Great job, Marisol. Congratulations, Jose and Marisol. What's the name of your team? Os Toreros. Felicidades.
Sure hope everybody is enjoying having Sam Rainwater on tonight. We try to mix it up every week. We had Mike Nash last week. We got Sam on this week. Who knows? We might drag one of you guys up here next week. But it's always fun. And just so you know, next week we're going to do a show again. And I would love it if you would send me some Christmas pictures. You guys did that last year. Send me your best Christmas picture of your family. Put names on it because some of them I don't know the names, like your kids and stuff or your dog or whatever. So send me your Christmas pictures. We'll try to get them in the theme song next week and show them during the show. And also, I want to send out a dedication here. My cousin Mike is watching from Iowa tonight. Mike, love you, cuz. And he's going through a tough time right now. Just lost a very, very close friend of his. It's hitting him real hard right now. His buddy David Chubb just passed away. And I know that Mike did a very nice tribute to him on Facebook. They've been longtime friends, tennis partners for a long time. And Mike, I want to send this one out to you. I know it's one of your favorite tunes, and I know you wanted to send this one out as a dedication. and just kind of to get everybody kind of thinking that, it really is about time. And going out for my cousin, and I hope you guys enjoy this one too. It's about time, someone muttered as he walked in through the door. He used to bust his tail to be the first one here and the last to go. They used to say that boy's the boss's rising star. He sure got his priorities in line. He's gonna go far. Maybe it was bound to happen. Maybe he just got turned out. Or could it be he's finally learned what life is all about? It's about time. It's about time he realized. It's about time. Less time with the big shots, more time with the wife. He's always made real good living. Now he just wants a life, and it's about time. I look in the mirror, and I wonder where those years have slipped away. I always thought that tomorrow would never come, but that was yesterday. It's been a while since I threw a ball to my kid out in the yard. I can't make up for every moment that I've missed, but it's a start. So I'll never win a Grammy, but that won't make me cry. I'd rather be the world's best daddy. Hey, at least it's worth a try. Now it's about time. It's about time we realized. It's about time. Less time apart, more time with you. I gotta knock a few things off that great big list of things to do. Now it's about time, it's about family, it's about good friends, it's about all those things that money just can't buy. It's about love, it's about faith, 'cause that's all that you're gonna take when you leave this world behind. Less time with the big shots, more time with the kids. Might not score that great big bonus. Hey, that's just the way it is. Now it's about time. It's about time I figured out that it's about time. More time kicking back, less time on the ball. We're driving ourselves crazy, just trying to have it all. Now we do anything to make that extra dime. Thinking life's about those great big dollar signs. But you live long enough and you will find it's about time. It's about time. Going out for my cousin Mike, watching us from Iowa. Mike, hang in there, bud. And also to David Chubb's family, too. David, may rest in peace. And I know that our prayers are with you, and Mike with you, too. All right, I want to welcome back to the stage Sammy Rainwater. Sam, it's great to have you with us tonight. What a beautiful night in San Carlos.
Gorgeous, yeah.
So tell us, what's your deal? What you got any upcoming shows or anything you want to tell us about?
Well, we're doing some bucket list things a little bit here. Actually, this will be the first time in my life I've ever purposely flown somewhere cold.
What is up with this?
We're flying up to Anchorage, Alaska, and then taking a van up into the Arctic Circle for 2 nights up at a place called Coldfoot, and it's a Northern Lights thing. Hopefully we'll be able to see the Northern Lights. We'll be there on the 21st of December, which is the darkest night of the year, or the one with the least amount of light. And Elizabeth's insisting that I buy some warm clothes to take there. I don't think flip-flops are going to do it.
So Sam's the opposite. All of you guys right now in Canada are watching thinking, God, I wish I could go down where it's warm. Sam's here thinking, man, I can't wait to get where I'm freezing my butt off. Something is wrong with this picture.
Well, what I do is I'm taking a tripod, and I'll take the camera, and I know how to use it. So hopefully what I'll do is I'll set the camera up when the lights are really good and get good video on it, then go back inside and watch it through a window. So anyway, it should be a fun trip. After that, we come back to San Carlos. And I'm going to evade, I'm from Arizona, so I have very thin blood. So actually in January and February, we're heading way, way south so that we can stay warm for the winter. By our standards, I don't think 70 degrees is warm at all. It's kind of freezing. So I don't want to get to there. But anyway, so
he's going to do really well on this first trip.
Yeah, right, yeah. Well, like I say, it's for 3 days. And so, I mean, I'll put up with it and I'll stay nice and warm and all that. But then I'll slip back into my flip-flops and my shorts and have a good time.
All righty. Well, sing us a song, Sammy.
Yeah, this one's a little song I wrote after we were here during a hurricane. And the hurricane was on the other side of the Baja Peninsula. So at sunset, the storm clouds were going up 100,000 feet into the air, and the sun was setting behind it, and it was absolutely the most beautiful sunset I had ever seen. And I wrote this song about it. Sailed back into port. There's a big storm brewing at sea. Find a safe harbor for shelter. I'm thinking of you and me. The most beautiful sunset I've ever seen. Storm clouds light up the sky. Tonight a hurricane sunset. Tomorrow tequila sunrise. Tonight a hurricane sunset, tomorrow tequila sunrise. The storm clouds light up the sunset, tequila clouds my mind. Tonight a hurricane sunset, tomorrow tequila sunrise. These storms won't last, they'll fade away, and the hurt is left behind. I've weathered storms in my life. I've weathered storms on the sea. I can save my boat in the lee of this isle, but without you I'm not sure I can save me. So I'll reef in my sails, ride out these stormy tides. Tonight a hurricane sunset, tomorrow tequila sunrise. Tonight a hurricane sunset, tomorrow tequila sunrise. The storm clouds light up the sunset, tequila clouds my mind. Tonight a hurricane sunset, tomorrow tequila sunrise. These storms won't last, they'll fade away, and the hurt is left behind. Storms in our lives, the storms on the sea, both can flip you upside down, surround you with debris. But someday I know there will be sunny skies. So tonight a hurricane sunset, tomorrow tequila sunrise. the fiery sky from the storm. What a sight to see. It fills my eyes with wonder, like the wonder of you with me. But the storm can shatter my boat, like this feeling I have inside. And so tonight a hurricane sunset, tomorrow tequila sunrise. Tonight a hurricane sunset, tomorrow tequila sunrise. The storm clouds light up the sunset, tequila clouds my mind. Tonight a hurricane sunset, tomorrow tequila sunrise. These storms won't last, they'll fade away, and the hurt is left behind. Tonight a hurricane sunset. Here we go. Like that. Thank you.
Beautiful song, Sammy. That's one of my favorite songs that you do.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your albums.
Well, I got 5. I started back in 07 with Vacation Location. Thank you, Elizabeth, for helping me out there. And Mark had recommended I go to Nashville and record. He said, Sam, you got enough material? He says, you can afford it, and it'll be something you never forget. And boy, I'll tell you, they might as well. They really should give you your first album for free. It's like dope. You know, once you've done one, it's hard not to go back. So then I went back 2 years later and did Dressing for Life. 2 years after that, I went back and did Can You Not Hear Me Now? And then I did...
I just love the album titles. Forget the songs. I just want the titles.
Right. And then a little song called Cheaper Than Ice. And then followed up this last year with Have Fun Faster for the albums. And they've been good. About right around $200,000 I've raised for charity doing those things. And 100% of that goes to 100% of what I get, and I just pay for all the merchandise, and then I sell it. I give all the money to charity and stuff like that. So
Can we tell them what the charity is? The charity is the Sammy Rainwater Drinking Fund. It's registered as a 501c3 with the IRS. You can get a... There's another charity it supports. Sam, tell us about it.
Well, Castaway Kids down here in San Carlos area, and that's where keeping kids in school, and we've helped quite a few. And then we've branched out a few times, and back during that big hurricane back in 07, we really helped out and built about 40 homes, I think it was.
Yeah, 43 homes.
Yeah, 43 homes, and so that was good. And the half of it goes to Castaway Kids, or whenever I'm in Mexico, the money I get goes to them. Up in the States, I do troop charities, and that varies from time to time as to what I'm doing. Early on, I was doing a thing called packages from home because we had so many deployed. But as time went on, then we've had less people deployed, and I've been focusing more on disabled American veterans and helping veterans who may have had a tough time while they were doing the things that are important to us in America. So,
well, very cool, Sam. Thanks for all the money that you've raised. Elizabeth, you've been a huge part of also not only the fundraising, but going out and getting your hands dirty and getting that money to people who need it. You've done that in my own family, actually, in Wymus with Adela's family. And I know they love you in there and appreciate all your work, all the volunteers, mentors, people who worked in the thrift shop. There's a whole lot of pieces of the puzzle, people who make Castaway Kids happen. It's not just Terry Chalice, our president, but what an amazing president, Charles and Lindy, and all kinds of volunteers. Give them all a big round of applause. I think what's really cool about Castaway Kids is what's different about like United Way. United Way, I'm not going to put it down, but don't forget those guys make these huge salaries and they got all this office overhead. Not Castaway Kids. These are volunteers down here who spend their efforts, like Sam, with his passion of music. He puts it to use for helping people out. Other people use their time and their retirement, their expertise, whatever it might be, and it all comes together. And in many ways, Sam, you probably agree with this. I've seen a lot of people whose lives have really been changed by being a Castaway Kids volunteer, maybe equally or maybe even more so than the, quote, recipient of whatever those efforts are. So it's kind of a neat thing.
Well, it's nice when you get through your career that you're able to help other people.
Yeah.
You spend most of your career helping yourself, and you have to as you raise your family. But it's a real feeling of joy to be able to help somebody else out in whatever way you can, and I know most of us do that. for however much we can help out.
Yeah.
And the way we can best do that.
Well, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay? Sam, there's going to be G, B, C, D.
Okay.
Pretty much the whole song.
Yeah.
Okay? Sam and I have never played this song. In fact, I haven't played this song in years. I think it's probably been 10 years, but I've had some requests to do it. You guys always like to challenge me and go out of the archives. The CD is out of print, but this song shows up now on an album called Mark Mulligan, Best of the Early Years. God, I hate that title. It makes me sound so old. How old am I? Don't ask Elsa. I told her I'm only 28. All right, let's try this one out, Sam. So we'll start right. You're going to be G, I'm up to next.
Yeah.
Drinking cold beer in the hot summer sun. Working too hard, got to have a little fun. Now I'm sitting in the sand, kicking off my shoes. I think I found the answer to the first world blues. The water's so blue and the beach is so white. A pretty little girl sitting by my side. Lovely long hair and a body so tan. Darling, I ain't never going back again. Some folks just lose their heads. Some go insane and some go postal. Tell me that I lost it, girl. But me, I'm going coastal. Back at home, the boss is calling on the phone. But the answering machine says, Sammy not home. But they don't know he's working overtime on a bottle of tequila and some tropical wine. You can blame it on the sunshine, but life down here gets a little bit loco. You can say I've lost my mind, but me, I'm going coastal. Let's hear that ukulele over there, Sammy. That's a happy instrument, isn't it? Everybody give it up for Sammy Rainwater. Right here. Got that reggae fever in my soul, putting my brain on cruise control. So rub a little lotion, baby, on my skin. Tell me that the party ain't never gonna end. Hear it all around you now. Sounds like the whole world's going postal. You can say I've lost it, girl, but me, I'm going coastal. You can say I've lost it, girl. Me, I'm going coastal. How about you, Sammy?
Me too.
He is coastal. He's got one of the coolest places in San Carlos. He's down at Bahia Delfin, down the beach from here. And just like Pelican Beach, man, it's an incredible place too. So awesome. Hey, you know, Sammy, one thing that I really like about this show is it's not only people in the United States and Canada and Mexico watching us. We got people from all over the world. I got a note from Daryl Peel earlier today. He's over in England. He's tuned in tonight watching us. And one of Elsa's friends and a viewer of this show, he watches. You probably see a name on the comment section now and then, and it says Marvin Quesada, Quesada. Well, that's a friend of Elsa's, actually, and you know, he's a performer himself, actually, a great singer-songwriter, and he's watching the show tonight. And I just thought I would let him say hello, because guess where he's watching us from? He's watching from Costa Rica. So we're just all over the place tonight. Let's say hi to one of the viewers from the show. Watch it from Costa Rica. Hello, Marvin.
Hi, my name is Marvin. I'm from Costa Rica, and I want to say hi to all Mark Mulligan friends in the US, Mexico, and everywhere. This is one of my songs. It's called Tan Viernes. It's a nice reggae. I hope you like it. ¿Y tú dónde estabas muchos años atrás? Te busqué entre la gente, te busqué por el mar. Que se marchen las lunas de tus ojos de azar. Si todo es pa' quererme, no se hable más. Si nos queremos bonito, tus sábanas huelen a coco y domingo. Y si este lunes me escribes, yo sigo tus huellas hasta el Caribe. Y si a mitad de semana renuncio y me escapo desde la mañana, todo es pa' quererte, contigo los jueves me saben tan, me saben tan, me saben tan, me saben tan, me saben tan viernes. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Marvin, thank you. What a great job. Everybody, even if you didn't understand the lyric, that is a great singer-songwriter watching us from Costa Rica. I hope you get a chance to check him out on Facebook. His name is Marvin, and the last name Quesada is Quesada. Quesada. He's a regular viewer of this show, and we've got really, really talented people that watch the show. Jason Putnam, I know that you're a guitar picker out there too. There's several others who are watching the show. Sam, I don't know about you, but I always get a little bit nervous when these really talented singer-songwriters and performers are watching. Like, we got to up our game.
Yeah, it's really something.
Well, hey, you got a VIP request here from somebody who is VIP to both of us.
That's a very big VIP. It's Claudia. Hi, Claudia. How you doing out there?
Hi, Claudia. Watching in Virginia.
Yeah. And so she requested a song I wrote. I wrote her down here. And what had happened is my daughter was worried about taking the kids out of school to come down to the beach for a week. And I'm like, they're going to learn so much more at the beach. Not the same things you learn in school, but they're going to learn so much more at the beach than they're going to learn in school that week. And you shouldn't worry about that. And a few other things came up. And so the song came out of all that. It's called Just Out of Reach. Dogs chase seabirds in the sun. They think they're gonna catch one, jump and try to get him by surprise. But the birds, they stay just out of reach. Just out of reach, just out of reach. Some things in life you learn, but in school they never teach. Just out of reach, just out of reach. Things you can learn down at the beach. This beautiful girl picks up this crusty old shell as she strolls down the beach. This crusty old man tries to pick up on the girl, but the girl, she stays just out of reach, just out of reach. Just out of reach. Some things in life you learn, but in school they never teach. Just out of reach. Just out of reach. The things you can learn down at the beach. The things in our lives we try to achieve, and sometimes may seem out of reach, but surrounded by those that we love. What more could you want? What more you need? Sailing on the sea, a westerly course on a downwind reach, a green flash ahead as the sun goes down and the sky in color screams as the day slips out of reach, just out of reach, just out of reach. Some things in life you learn, but in school they never teach. Just out of reach, just out of reach. Things you can learn, in school they never teach. Things that we've learned down at the beach.
Going out for Claudia LeClaire.
Thanks, Claudia, for requesting that.
Claudia, I hope you're having a great time in Virginia. Thank you for tuning in tonight. And hello to David and Jenny back there, and Chip and Audrey in Kansas. And Charlie, I think you're back in Virginia now. If not, you're up in Rocky Point. The whole LeClaire family. It's always great to have you guys. So we got another request here. Let's see. Bill and Cheryl stopped by here before. And they tipped me in advance, and I told them, well, that puts the pressure on me because I wasn't really planning on doing a real good show tonight. I was kind of planning on sucking. Then they gave me this tip in advance. I'm like, well, I guess I better up my game. So they just sent the request in, Bill and Cheryl. Let me see. And Sammy knows the guy who wrote this song. He's a friend of ours, Brent Burns. Was nice enough to let me record this one on the Journey Around the Sun album years ago. Thought I'd enjoy some time away, sandy beaches and sunny days. It's as beautiful as they say, but I don't want to stay. And I'm down in paradise, palm trees swaying and the weather's nice. But you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. Sitting alone in a little cafe, watching boats sailing on the bay. This would be the perfect view. The only thing missing is you. And I'm down in paradise, palm trees swaying and the weather's nice. But you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. I'm coming home to you, 'cause now I realize the only heaven for me is right there by your side. And I'm down in paradise, palm trees trees swaying and the weather's nice, but you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise, and I'm down in paradise. Palm trees swaying and the weather's nice, but you're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. You're not here in my arms tonight, so I'm down in paradise. Bill and Cheryl, thank you for the request on that one. Great to have you guys back down to Mexico from Canada. You've been away from us for a long time. Elsa, we got another request for Sammy, I think, on that request list. Let's see what we got over here. Elsa's working hard. Let's see what we got. This is one for Tim from Tim Scott. He's watching us in Illinois right now. You gonna do this one?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
This is a favorite song around here. Because what happens is we all come down here, but sooner or later we have to go back for a little bit of time. And we say whenever that happens, we get the Leaving San Carlos Blues. So thanks, Elizabeth, for helping me on this. Got a lot of good reasons to stay. The sunset on the ocean, dolphins in the bay. Walk the beach, new friends each day. I don't want to go, I really want to stay. I guess there's a reason I have to leave. It makes me sad, it makes me grieve. I just wish that it weren't so. I got the Leaving San Carlos Blues. I like it here down by the sea. It hurts my personality. The more I stay, the more I know I can live life without any snow. If I have the guts, if I have to choose, I'd stay right here, throw away my shoes. Never leave old life I'd lose. I got the Leaving San Carlos Blues.
I've had those very same blues before, Sammy. They're not fun.
I'm coming back, can't stay away. Gonna catch that green light at 21K. Take the pesos out, put the dollars away. Next ticket down will be one way. If I had the guts, if I had a pair, I'd stay right here in the salty air. Spend my time in an old beach chair. Down at the beach you can find me there. But now I'll just have to compromise. Leave this weather, clear blue skies. Leave the sunsets, the starry night. I got the Leaving San Carlos Blues. But when I come back, I'll be okay. Spend my time just wasting away. When we're down here, you can hear us all say, cerveza, tequila, and rum, ole! Now I just have, I gotta go, but I'll be back real soon, you know. Love this place, I can't let go. I got the Leaving San Carlos Blues. I got the Leaving San Carlos. Hate to say adios. I got a really bad case of Leaving San Carlos Blues.
Yeah. We have all had those
Haven't done that in a
before.
while. Haven't done that in a while.
All right.
Thanks for the request.
All right, Sammy, we're going to get you back up here in just,
Okay.
in just a few minutes. Sammy, stupid question. Are you having a good time on Mulligan's Island?
Yeah. Let me think about it. Yes.
Sam's got a good life going. He does. He's number one, got a beautiful wife, Elizabeth. They've got a great place down the beach, and they're going to be traveling further south. I'm not into that whole cold weather thing you're doing. I'm going to be honest with you. That's not my vibe, but I am with you on the southbound thing. That's cool. So, Sammy, we hope you have fun on that. He's coming back in just a couple of minutes, but I want to sneak in just a couple of requests real quick for a couple of our VIPs. Tom Copeland loves to hit me with songs out of the archives. This is another one I haven't played in ages. In fact, Tom, as I so frequently do with your requests, I might get a verse and a chorus in on this one. This is originally off the out-of-print Mexico CD. Angela, what you doing home so early? It's me. I thought I'd call you up just to see if everything's all right. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad you're doing fine. Me too. Still, I wonder, are you thinking of me like I've been thinking of you? Can't we tell ourselves a lie? Act like we never said goodbye. Get dressed, go out, and have ourselves some fun. 'Cause there's a full moon out tonight. Man, you ought to see it shining bright. Can I pick you up at night, Angela? Angela, I've been sitting around this place alone. Must be a million times I thought of picking up the telephone. But you know me, you said I'll never change, and it's true. Still I wonder, are you thinking of me like I've been thinking of you? Can't we tell ourselves a lie? Act like we never said goodbye, and take a walk along the shore just the way we used to do. 'Cause there's a full moon out tonight. Man, you ought to see it shining bright. Can I pick you up at night, Angela? There's a full moon out tonight. Man, you ought to see it shining bright. Can I pick you up at night, Angela? Can I pick you up at night, Angela? Can I pick you up at night, Angela? Tom, thank you for the request. Tom is one of our Ontario friends. He has probably watched, we've done something like 82 episodes of this show. Are you guys sick of me? I won't be offended. Send in a comment and just, this is your chance to tell me, Mark, I'm so sick and tired of you. And guess what? This is your free pass. You can tell me and it will not affect our relationship. I may defriend you. I may never speak to you again. Okay? But it won't affect our friendship. Okay. Here's Elsa, and she's got a couple of requests. She's got one for Sam that's going to be coming right up. I do want to sneak one in also for Janice. As we know, Janice is Wolf Easley, big part of the show. The whole Wolf pack, Karen and Sharon and her mom Esther, big part of the show. And they've gone through good moments with us. They've gone through difficult moments, loss of loved ones and everything. And boy, it means a lot to me when on a show like this, people, even in their final moments, will make it a part of their life, seriously, as Jim did, Jim Wolf, and also Don, Janice's husband. It means a lot to me that they would even tune into the show in moments when they're suffering with illness and maybe even just down to their final days. So thank you, Janice, for doing that. There's no way I'm not going to do a request for you. Are you kidding? Anais and Pablo were going to work their magic because we weren't planning on doing the show doing this song tonight, but You're VIP, Janice. So they dug up some great photos to go along with this next one. By the way, the photos you guys are seeing tonight during these songs, all of these are sent in by you guys. Most of them, we try to put the credits on there. Unless it's really good, then I put my name on it. I'm kidding. Thank you for the photos you send in. And don't forget, next week, I'd love to get your Christmas pictures. Okay? Hold on. Going off for Janice. Janice, we got to talk again soon. I was sitting on my front porch swing, watching the sun go down, thinking that there's still some things left to do while it was still around. Then the colors took me by surprise. I was suddenly so hypnotized. I let the worries of life pass me by. It was then and there that I realized that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can learn to leave a few things undone and truly take the time to see that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can let go and learn to let it be. I was watching Mama getting gray, and my daddy's strength began to fade. That's when I began to pray, Lord, please don't take them away, 'cause I still got so much left to learn. And I love my mom and daddy so, but this whole world continues to turn. Mama said, son, I thought by now you'd know that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can learn to leave a few things undone and truly take the time to see that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can let go and learn to let it be. Now I'm sitting on my front porch swing, I'm watching the sun go down, thinking that there's still some things left to do while I'm still around. Then my life passes before my eyes, and I'm suddenly so hypnotized. Is it the colors of those painted skies? 'Cause I hear a voice from the other side singing sunsets can be a beautiful thing when you can learn to leave a few things undone and truly take the time to see that sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can let go and learn to let it be. Sunsets can be a beautiful thing when you can learn to leave a few things undone and truly take the time to see that a sunset can be a beautiful thing when you can let go and learn to let it be. That's going on for Janice. Janice, hang in there. I know you've gone through some tough times lately, but I'm so glad that you got a family like you do behind you. And I know that even though there's a lot of people in this crowd that you don't know, some of us have been following everything going on in your life, and I know you got a lot of prayers going out from people here on Mulligan's Island. Thank you for tuning in tonight. It means a lot to me that in the midst of all that's going on in your life, you would join us tonight. Thank you so much. I want to welcome back Sammy Rainwater. And by the way, may I lease that shirt with an option to buy from you? Because that is cool.
Which island did we get this
I didn't get an answer on that. I want that shirt.
Yeah, I got it on St. Kitts in a, what's the boutique shop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I said, I have to have that.
Okay.
I like coats of many colors. This is a coat of many colors. This is as close as I get.
Very religious.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Sammy.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that you had a request for a real tearjerker of a song.
It's a good follow-up to what you just did, Mark. By the way, that's a beautiful song.
Thank you.
It's one of my favorites, and it means a lot. I mean, it just really does. And it's just
I got to tell you,
written well and everything.
Got to tell you, actually, just so you know, it is written well, and it was actually one of the few songs that a buddy of mine named Jeff Tatum wrote.
Yeah.
My original producer in Phoenix wrote that song and a song called Music Man, and let me record both of those. And his real name is Jeff Percival. He went by Jeff Tatum back in those days, and he's a great guy. And I'm glad you like that song. It's touched a lot of people, and I'm so glad he let me record it.
It's really, really nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a song of different color, if you would. It's by request. Thank you, Turk, for the request.
Oh, this is so Turk.
Yeah, right.
Turk, I can just see you singing along right now.
So I wrote this about 10 years ago before a lot of the states legalized marijuana. And but still the state it's about, Florida, still it's not legal, so it's okay. Yeah, they don't even have medical, I don't think, down there. It's really something. So a little, I figured early that, us trop rock guys, we got to know how to sing songs about marijuana as well as drinking, because marijuana is coming. And then we're going to have to be good at that too, singing those songs. So this is all hypothetical. I know nothing about it at all, but here's a little song I wrote. I'm strolling the beach, biding my time somewhere down in the Keys. I spied this package rolled up on the beach, all covered in seagrass and weeds. A curious nature took over my legs, and I wandered to where it did rest. The scent of the contents I soon recognized, a substance that nature had blessed. The package, it seemed, had washed up on the shore, thrown out of some fast-moving boat. While evading the laws of supply and demand, some buccaneer set it afloat. Yeah, wrapped up in plastic and rust-covered wire, the color was brownish and green. Covered in seaweed and smelling so damp, I knew this was weed from the sea. Oh,
everybody!
Seaweed, oh seaweed, thank you for floating to me, to me. Seaweed, oh seaweed, my treasure from out on the sea. So now that I found it, what should I do? Take it or leave it to rest? Should I turn it in or destroy it myself? A sample I think I should test. Seaweed! Woo! Got mine! Dang! That's some pretty good stuff. My mind wanders hither and night. Does anybody have something I can munch on? While it's fate I attempt to decide. Oh,
everybody!
Seaweed, oh seaweed, thank you for floating to me, to me. Seaweed, oh seaweed, my treasure from out on the sea. I just can't leave it sitting out here for any old beach bum to find. No telling what might come if I leave its fate to a future that's so ill-defined.
Here's where this goes.
So being the good citizen that I am, I'll take it from this water line. Yes, I'll incinerate it I'll burn that whole bale, but slowly, one joint at a time. The seaweed, oh seaweed, thank you for floating to me, to me. Seaweed, oh seaweed, my treasure from out on the sea. One more time, everybody, with emphasis. Oh seaweed, oh seaweed, thank you for floating to me, to me. Seaweed, oh seaweed, my treasure from out in the pleasure from down in the treasure from out in the keys.
Sammy Rainwater, everybody. We uphold the highest of artistic standards on this show, as you guys see. Sammy, let's do one song together.
Okay.
Let's do one together, then I'll do one, then we'll get you back up and close it out.
Okay, yeah.
All right. We have a game plan. Sammy, we've been doing just our own songs today, but did this song with Mike Nash last week, and we didn't get cut off. I'm going to say this real quietly because we might be able to get away with this one again, and I think you know where I'm going with this, Sammy. It's a song that we both like a lot. I think even more so because on the studio version of this song with Kenny Chesney, our guitar players are on there.
Yeah.
And it's always fun for us to hear these guys on Kenny's stuff, obviously, and I'm a big fan of it. And I love the writer on the song, James Slater. Man, what a great writer, as you guys will see on this next one. Let's do this one together, Sam. I always love playing this with you. It was early one morning in Playa del Carmen. That's when I first met Jose. He had a 12-foot schooner and a 3-foot cooler full of the catch of the day. He was wrinkled and grinning from all the sun he had been in. He was barefoot, cerveza in hand. He said, "Gracias, senores," I paid him too much for all of the snapper he had. I told him, my friend, it ain't nothing, in the best broken Spanish I knew. I make a good living back where I come from. He smiled and said, "Amigo, me too." He said, "I fish and play my guitar and laugh at the bar with my friends. Go home to my wife and pray every night I can do it all over again."
Somewhere over Texas, I thought of my Lexus and all that I'd worked so hard for. And while climbing the ladder, didn't seem to make sense anymore. They said my nest egg ain't ready to catch it. They keep holding my feet to the fire. They call it paying the dues, so that one day in life I'll have what I need to retire and just fish and play my guitar, laugh at the bar with my friends, go home to my wife and pray every night I can do it all over again.
And to think that for only one moment, I actually thought that Sam had it made. When the truth is I'm really just dying to live like Jose and just fish and play my guitar and laugh at the bar with my friends, go home to my wife and pray every night I can do it all over again. Take it.
And I think and play my guitar, laugh at the bar with my friends, go home to my wife I can do it all over again.
Beautiful, Sammy.
Oh, nice.
Always love doing that song with Sammy. All right. We're going to get Sammy back up in 1 second to close things out. We got time for just a couple more songs. Want to remind you guys next week, we'd love to get your Christmas pictures in. I think what we're going to do is, I'm gonna make it just a couple more songs. Debbie, I see you're in there, and I'm not going to forget you on this. Claudia, I got you here too. So we'll do a show next week, and I think what we're going to do, Elsa, why don't we make it our Christmas show? I want to do it on the 14th instead of the 21st because I know that around the holidays, right around Christmas, you guys are busy, people are traveling, and I don't want you feeling obligated to like come, pop on the show. So why don't we do the 14th? Then I'm going to give you guys a few weeks off from me and enjoy the holidays and all that stuff, Christmas and New Year's, and then we'll come back early January and start the show again. So let's make next week really good. In fact, Elsa doesn't know this, but Pablo and I talked about doing the next show from my living room with a Christmas tree up. And we'll probably have Jose and Mighty Soul there in their pajamas. I might even be in my pajamas. No, I won't do that to you. I won't do that because I sleep in my boxers. Pajama party at Mark's. Studio audience, are you coming? This could be ugly. I sleep in the nude. That was just a joke. I think Facebook just cut me off when I said that. Your porn blockers just went off, didn't they? Yeah, sorry about that. All right, log back in. All right, I'm going to do a song here. I'd like to do this one for Claudia. Tell you what, Claudia, let me do one song in front of it, and then I'm going to come back and do yours. So, Debbie, I'd like to do this one for you. Elsa, can I see the list real quick one more time? Okay, cool. What's kind of cool, Claudia, on this one, even though I'm going to do Debbie's request first, this happens to be your husband, Charlie, one of his favorite songs. This is how well I know my crowd. Actually, I just make this stuff up. I have no idea about any of this. Debbie, thanks for the request on this one. Debbie Winkler-Pelfrey. And this is off the Rising Sun album. And we'll throw this one in. It's a CD that's all for charity. Now, you guys know the story on this one. It was inspired off a radio preacher. The whole concept being, boy, if we could all take the things that we dread doing in life and find one positive in the most negative of things, even like paying taxes, how our lives would change. And by the way, just so you know, as I sing this song, I have to remind myself because I totally suck at living this next song. I'm not like preaching to you guys. I'm preaching to me on this one. Seriously. I think you know where I'm going, right? I got to. Those 3 words I grumble just like you. Saying I got to. I sigh and dread those things I gotta do. I gotta get up every morning. I gotta fight rush hour traffic. Gotta do that 9 to 5 thing. Gotta pay my taxes, I don't want to, but I got to. Then it hits me, just when I think I got it pretty bad. How many folks would gladly take those burdens off my back? That big list of I got to's that belongs to me and you has got a few things on it others wish they got to do. And a little voice says it's a choice. Help me out, guys. You can say I got to, or you can say I get to. I get to go to work and put in a good 8 hours. I get to cash a paycheck, get to have a job. Instead of looking for work or getting laid off. Sounds kind of crazy, but it's true. You can say I got to, or you can say I get to. You circled round that jam-packed parking lot, but half a mile away is where you found the closest empty spot. Here comes that old I got to, about how far you gotta walk, as the car door slams behind you and you stomp off down the block. Now there you go. But don't you know, you can say I got to, or you can say I get to. I get to stretch my legs and get some exercise, 'cause I guarantee there's someone else out there who'd give anything to ditch that wheelchair. He'd gladly walk twice as far as you, right, Sue? So you can say I got to, or you can say I get to. Sue here in our studio audience has had an injury the past month or so, and I'm sure she can relate to the song a lot right now. I know it's just one letter out of 3, but take that O and change it to E. Instead of saying I got to, try saying I get to. And a lot of things might not seem all that bad. That traffic jam ain't backed up quite so far. When you say I'm blessed, I get to own a car. And those property taxes I gotta pay, they're 'cause I get to go home to a house each day. You'll see things from a different point of view when you quit saying I got to and start saying I get to. Instead of I got to, I get to. No more I got to. I'm gonna say I get to. I do. And remind me of this next time I don't. I get to. And so do you. We get to. All right, thank you. I'm going to send a song out right now for Claudia. Claudia and Charlie have done, and their whole family have done so much for Sam and for my family too. Big part of getting us to Key West when we've gotten there for Meeting of the Minds. So I do want to send this song out for her. And then we're going to get Sam back up here, and we'll close out. And Turk, I see one on there that you'd like me to do too. We'll throw that one in there for you too. Hope everyone's having fun. By the way, the sound of the waves, you hear that back there? That's courtesy of God, capital G. We break out all the stops on this show. Okay? God's PayPal address is actually on the screen. Just so you know. He doesn't do Venmo, just PayPal. He's had issues with Venmo lately, just so you know. All right. Claudia, thanks so much for the request on this one. Was just up in Keno Bay last week, and that's actually where the first line of the song hit me. I was sitting on the pier in Old Keno, watching the sun go down over Pelican Island and Tiburon in the distance. And the first line came to me, and the rest of the song came really, really quick. It's one of Claudia's favorites. Feet dangling, hanging off of the pier. Is this how it looks when God looks into the mirror? A big orange ball descends into the sea as brushstrokes of fire accentuate the scene. Cooped up within 4 walls too long. Half the time I hear your voice, it's on a phone. Round and round, running on this hamster wheel. Been so long I've forgotten how it feels to just be somewhere under the sky as the day turns in the night. The sky, just you and I, hanging off the edge of a world that somehow would get by if the two of us somehow disappeared somewhere under the sky. Somewhere under the sky. Downtown, the cars are all jammed in a row. Hands on the wheel, ears glued to the phone. Unaware of the show that's going on. As a garage door goes up, garage door goes down. The horizon's on fire, painted in 1,000 shades. Streaks of neon shoot across the bay. Somehow the sea's been hypnotized, while in a split second my soul's been electrified. Electrified. Somewhere under the sky tonight, it's just you and I, clinging to the edge of a world that somehow would get by if the two of us up and disappear somewhere under the sky. Somewhere under the sky. On the edge of a world that somehow would get by if the two of us simply disappeared somewhere under the sky. Somewhere under the sky. Somewhere under the sky. Thank you, Claudia, for all the support you've shown my family. It's welcome back up here, our buddy Sammy Rainwater. The crowd goes crazy. All right, Sammy. So let's do another song together, and then we'll close out with a song that Turk Sims requested from me, too.
Okay.
So what do you got for us?
Oh, gosh, I don't know what you do.
Let's do you want to Cheaper Than Ice?
Oh, yeah, let me do Cheaper Than Ice.
We got to do that one. I'm going to make a request on this one because I love this song. Tell them the message, what this is about.
Okay, so true story. Down on the island of Montserrat, way down in the Caribbean, and the Parrot Heads all know what Montserrat's famous for, but that's where the volcano was in Jimmy Buffett's song. So, talking to the bartender for a long time, having a great afternoon, and he comps me a rum and coke, and I watch him make the one for me. It's pure rum with a splash of coke and one ice cube. This is, you know, I love strong drinks.
You do.
Yeah, I do. But it says, tell me, why would you make a drink that strong and why? And this is the story I got. I took a trip down Island Way, sound as thought it'd go, to that isle where nobody know where to go when the volcano blow. Went to the bar for rum and coke, asked for it very nice, but when the drink came back it tasted like pure rum, only one cube of ice. So I said, hey man, what kind of drink is that? It's strong and needs more ice. He said, you know it may sound crazy, but man, you be right. You see down here the economy is different, you soon know why. Because the rum is cheaper than the Coca-Cola, the Coke is cheaper than ice. Yes, the rum is cheaper than Coca-Cola. The Coke is cheaper than ice. If you want more Coca-Cola, that's a double, I'll charge you twice. If you want to drink it nice and strong, ice is market price. Because the rum is cheaper than Coca-Cola. Coke is cheaper than ice. He told me why this is so. To hear it's a long, long way. Things you catch, things you grow are cheap, it's the island way. But if you need to bring it here or use electricity, you know that costs much more. We don't do that much. Would you buy a cold drink for me? 'Cause the rum is cheaper than the Coca-Cola. Coke is cheaper than ice. If you want more Coca-Cola, that's a double, I'll charge you twice. If you want to drink it nice and cold, you know, ice is market price. 'Cause the rum is cheaper than the Coca-Cola. The Coke is cheaper than ice. Sometimes things are worth it, sometimes they are not. Sometimes you be thirsty, sometimes you just hot. Sometime you need to have cocktail your way. Down here we drink our rum straight, it's much cheaper that way. When you come down Island Way, things are different in many a way. The salty breeze, the sky of blue, the friendly people who welcome you. Just remember this, my friend, heed my advice. Don't worry about rum, we got lots of that here. Bring your own Coke and ice. 'Cause the rum is cheaper than the Coca-Cola. Coke is cheaper than ice. If you want more Coca-Cola, that's a double, I'll charge you twice. If you want to drink it nice and cold, ice is market price. 'Cause the rum is cheaper than the Coca-Cola. The Coke is cheaper than ice. Don't worry about rum, we got lots of that here. But bring your own Coke and ice.
Oh,
There we go.
I am definitely taking notes on that one.
Yeah, right.
Something very, very critical to remember when you travel down there to Montserrat.
It's a very good reason to go to the Southern Caribbean.
It is. All right. Want to thank all you guys for joining us. We're going to do one more song, and then don't go away because we close it out always with the Rudy B theme song. I'm going to let you guys in on something in advance. We have an idea, Rudy B and I. Anybody who would like to be a part of this, you probably have by now Rudy B's theme song from Mulligan's Island memorized. In fact, Rudy and I, when we play together, we get requests for the song. We do. We actually have requested shows for the theme from Mulligan's Island, which we never planned on being like an actual song. So we thought we'd have some fun with it. If you would like to sing a line of the song, here's what we'll do. We will send you the instrumental version so that you can put on your headphones and sing along to it, right? And just film it on your phone, and you can do a line from it. And we're going to, early January, one of our first shows in January, we're going to have you guys, all of you guys, sing the theme song from Mulligan's Island. Then what we want to do is we want to keep that, and that will be our closing theme song for every night. So you'll see yourself singing the song. Can you do that? So think of what line you want to sing. We're going to send you the song, and so you can sing along to it, and it'll be a lot of fun. And from now on, you guys are taking over. We're throwing Rudy out as the lead singer, and you guys are going to be the lead singers of that song. This could get ugly. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding you. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Send in a comment or whatever, or especially if you can let Rudy B know. We'll get you the instrumental version. We'll just have some fun with it. Don't forget, we need Christmas pictures for next week. We will do next week's show, Elsa, if it's okay with you, around the Christmas tree in our living room. And Jose and Marisol will be there. Elsa, will you be in your pajamas? Well, let's face it, nobody's going to watch this because of me. They want to know what Elsa's wearing. No answer from her on this yet. Okay. Apparently it'll just be me and the kids, and Elsa will be taking off again.
Mark,
We have some things to discuss in our relationship.
I'll plan on tuning in.
We just got Sam. Yes. Now I got Sam figured out. All right. We're going to do one last song. This will go out for Turk. Turk came here and stayed at Pelican Beach. And I want to thank Seaside Realty for hosting tonight's show from the patio at Pelican Beach. It is a gorgeous condo we're in. We're in Unit 203 this time, but we bounce around. We play different units every single time. Turk came down with a sister to celebrate her birthday. They had an awesome time. Dave and Leanne Seaholm from the show, they came down and stayed here. We've stayed in these condos numerous times, and so have Pete and Kathy Ferrari, other people. If you would like to come to San Carlos, and it's your first time coming down, you are going to love these condos. You can hear how close we are to the ocean. We're walking distance to great restaurants.
Drink some. You're about to spill the damn thing.
Thank you. Hold on. I've been ordered to drink a rum and Coke. You'll love Pelican Beach. If you're interested, shoot me a note, and I will put you in touch with Seaside Realty. And again, thank you to Karen and Ron from Seaside Realty for hosting, and a big thank you to Sam Rainwater for being on today's show. Everybody give him a round of applause.
Thanks for having me, Mark.
Do me a big favor. Make sure after the song, wait till it's over, but I want you to go on his website. Now, his website is not Sam Rainwater. It's Sam L. Rainwater. See, Sam didn't want to have too many people flooding his website with hits, so he threw an initial in.
Well, actually, Mark, since then I bought that domain also.
Oh, did
so
you?
So I am samrainwater.com.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You are way smarter than me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got even the initial thing covered. Wow.
I've got both of them taken care of.
Okay, so my joke just went south.
Yeah.
Talk about flipping the script. Now I look like the idiot. First time that's ever happened. The crowd erupts in laughter.
You need to do one called Mark Mulligan.
And thank you to Pablo and Anais. They've been running our audio and video tonight. They always do a great job.
Wonderful.
All right.
What are we doing?
This is What a Ride. Going out for Turk Sims, and we're going to sing this one so loud that our buddy Kelly Mcguire can't go to sleep tonight because this part is over and over in his head. I might need my studio audience to sing along on this one. Na 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 na. Somebody do me a favor. Send Kelly a Facebook message and let him know we're singing his favorite song right now. If you want to get him to watch, tell him we're playing a Kelly Mcguire song because he'll want the royalties. He apparently needs the 7 cents really bad right now. The painting thing isn't going so well for him. Na 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 na. One more time. Na 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 na. I walked into that bar in Kirkland Junction. The place was full of cowboys as I whipped out my guitar with a bar stool for a stage and $50 in pay. Just a few songs into my very first solo gig. He said, "My name's Guy, I don't like your music. Uh-oh. Would you kindly take that guitar, drink your beer and hit the road?" I said, "Guy, I'll tell you what, name any song you want, and if you stump me, I swear, I'm out the door." Thank God I knew Guy's favorite tune that night. Probably saved my life. If not for rose-colored glasses, what would have happened? I might have gotten killed that night. But Guy just took his hat off and he stuck it on my head, slapped me on the back and said, "I like this kid." And as I look back now, I just say, wow, what a ride. Sing it for Kelly, everybody. Na 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 na. Let me know if Kelly's watching. We'll do the extended version. Na 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 na. In a cantina 60 miles south of the border. Used to be a prison, then a brothel, then a bar. Well, my first career mistake was playing their spring break and wondering, where's my chicken wire? Some punk crawled up on stage and grabbed the microphone so he could scream the F word to all his wasted friends. Well, I kicked his butt off stage and he flew into a rage, and a billiard ball came flying at my head. Oh, had I not been sober, I might not have moved over and I'd be dead, an 8-ball to the head. But it just grazed my ear and I spilled my beer, and that was it. Yeah, but not for him. His buddies blew him off and he couldn't afford the bail. Bet he won't talk about that week he spent in jail, 'cause what happens in Mexico, we know how that goes. Oh my. Everybody. Na 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 na. Now the years have come and gone and I've been successful at avoiding any type of what they call a real job. And the more that I turn gray, the more I love to play. Thank you guys for putting up with our songs. From that very first tune in that cowboy saloon, I never knew where the road would lead. From sleeping in cars on beaches and bars, I'd seen a lot of miles between. From Kirkland Junction to the Texas coast, Southern Cal to Florida, then down to Mexico, I seen buses and trains and boats and planes on this ride, this amazing ride. So hand Sam a ukulele, toss me a mic. We'll keep on singing until the day we die. And with my last breath, I'll say no regrets. What a ride. Isn't that right, Sammy?
Yes, sir.
What a ride. Been quite a ride. How about this guy, Sammy Rainwater, everybody? Been quite a ride. Thank you, Sammy. Love having you on the show tonight.
Thank you, Mark. It's always a pleasure.
Been quite a ride. So normally I would end with this next line, but we're going to do the Kelly Mcguire extended remix. Thanks for the ride. Right. Na 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 na. Everybody sing it for Kelly. Come on. Na 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 na. Sammy Rainwater, everybody.
Mark Mulligan, the star of the show.
Thank you guys for joining us. We will see you next Tuesday, live from Mulligan's Island.
Let's make our way down to Mexico, where we can meet the friends we know. White sand, warm sun, and H2O. It's time for us to get back to laid back. Try a different beer from our favorite six-pack. This crazy world says, come on, let's go. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics. It's a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. It's the right place and the right time to be south of the border again. This is the day we get to listen in. We don't sing no blues anymore. We kick off our shoes at our front door, full of wide-eyed wonder as the waves roll in. It's time for the music man, a coastal kid with guitar in hand. Even bad days are good here on the island, giving us a place where we can talk to each other fan to fan. Uncharted courses crossing our paths. It's our kind of people and our kind of place. Down in the tropics, a Mexican hideaway. Life in this old beach town turns a frown upside down. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island. We all be smiling here on Mulligan's Island.